Hi everyone, thank you like always for watching. This is going to be a video on how to put a surcingle on your horse. A surcingle is essentially a girth or a cinch without the saddle, so it's just to get your horse used to that feeling of having something being tightened around their tummy. And it's super convenient because obviously it's way lighter and easier to carry around than a saddle. And how we're gonna start is like how we desensitize with the lead rope or the whip that you saw in the last videos. So the goal is to stand parallel next to his shoulder with him and just toss it on him until I feel like he's relaxed. I am kind of tilted a little too much toward him, by the way. I should have been a little more up. There I go. I went and corrected myself. Look at that. You don't want to stand facing directly toward them because it puts a lot of pressure on them. So I am going to continue tossing the surcingle along his back, his butt, trying to get it to hit everywhere I possibly can. And in this video, it does take him a while to let me do this, which is awesome because it shows you guys how to stay persistent and patient. And see, like right there, he's going to back off like he's scared. So the first thing I do is I push him and round pin him. So anytime he wants to get away from me like that, I'm going to make him work. So it's making the right thing easy and the wrong thing hard. Anytime he wants to do the wrong thing, he's going to work. And I'm going to speed it up so you guys don't have to watch it every time. I'm going to walk up to him, praise him like nothing happened, and then get him back to where you guys can see, okay? Also, just a side note, if your horse is being stubborn and not walking forward, just keep stepping from side to side until they step to the side and start going forward with you. I have found over the years that they respond a lot quicker to that versus pulling them straight forward. So we're just going to get right back into tossing the surcingle on him, and right away he starts acting weird, so I don't even think twice. I just push him back into round pinning. We're going to fast forward the round pinning part for you again. He does this a lot in this video, just a fair warning. But it's good for everyone to watch because patience is one of the #1 keys to working with horses. So I walk up to him, praise him, and just get him resituated to start over again. Tossing that surcingle along his back, he's a little more calm this time it seems. He starts moving a little bit, and I'm like, okay, really? So right away, let's go. Let's go, Ponder. Make him round pin, make him work, making that wrong thing hard for him again. Also, it is super important to be confident when you ask them to get into the round pinning instead of second guessing yourself. If you feel like they took too many steps away or they acted like you didn't want them to act, push them into round pinning. It's gonna do nothing but help you. Like even right there, I felt he acted disrespectful just by looking away from me. So right away, I just got him into round pinning. Eventually, he's gonna be like, okay, I really don't want to keep working like this, so I guess I'll just stand still. I did try to get him to stop in a different area, which you normally should do, but for the sake of the videos, I try to stop him in front of the camera so that you guys can see, okay? Sometimes if you stop in the same place over and over and over again, your horse will start to assume and stop there themselves, and that's a whole different bad habit to get out of. So here we go again, tossing that surcingle along his back, his butt, all of that good stuff, and he seems to be a lot more calm and relaxed this time around. So I'm going to leave it sit on his back, and I'm also patting him on the side and petting him everywhere, so he's constantly being rubbed on the other side. You just can't see it. I carefully reach down, and he finally let me get it on his tummy, but as soon as I start tightening it, he's like, whoa! So you can't even miss a beat. As soon as he does that, just get him into round pinning. And stay patient, don't get frustrated or anything like that. They're just trying to learn. And he's not being disrespectful or anything. He's listening to everything I ask him, and he's getting better, slowly but surely. So we stop in front of the camera, praise him, tell him he's a good boy, he's so pretty, and start over again. So once again, before I could even throw the surcingle on, he started acting all weird, so round pins again. He works a lot in this video. Which, if this is the first time that you're putting a surcingle on your horse, they're gonna work a lot. So I stopped him in a different area and just started back into the routine, the desensitizing routine. He is acting a lot calmer with just this part, Those steps that he just took, I didn't find disrespectful. He just kind of pivoted away. It's when he starts moving his front end that I find disrespectful. So if he's just kind of swinging his back leg, sometimes I'll see if he'll stand still after a minute. But after he moves his front end, after you just saw there, that's when I'm like, okay, get back into running. Also, another side note, I do keep the lead rope on him because if he steps on it when he's trotting around or whatever, that's just kind of uncomfortable for him, right? So that just adds another layer of, okay, I really don't want to be doing this right now, so maybe I'll stand still and listen to you. Round and round and round we go. Okay, so he stopped and respected me, so we're just gonna go ahead and praise him and continue like nothing happened before. That's the other super important thing, is to not ever lose your cool with your horse. Just act like it never happened. So he's a lot more calm when I'm tossing it on him. It's gonna be a little quicker that I set it on his back and reach under his tummy. Oh. Another thing you can do if he's just moving his back end is follow him. So as you can see, he's not moving off his front end. He's just moving his back end, which means he's not trying to like run away from me or anything. So I just take the lead rope and follow him until he settles down. And then I praise him, tell him he's a good boy for standing there, and we continue on. So I'm gonna carefully reach under that tummy of his, which I do nice and slow. Grab it. And this whole time I'm telling him that he's a good boy. I'm talking to him because I feel like the sound of our voice kind of calms them down, and it calms you down too, actually. He does end up letting me get it clipped on right there, but he kind of freaked out when he felt it tighten around him. So I just calmly followed him along so that I could get it safely tightened up so it wasn't super loose and it could have gone down to his flank, and that would have been really messy. Done that, been there, it was not fun. I'm just talking to him, following along with him, and I'm tightening it right now. And every time it goes a little tighter, that's when he starts feeling a little more uncomfortable. Like I said, I just want to make sure it's nice and secure. So I made him walk around a little bit after that, and then I stopped him to make sure it was even on both sides, and I tightened it just a little bit more. After I know it's nice and secure and not going to wrap around his flank, I just do our regular round pinning thing. So all of our desensitizing and round pinning in the first videos now can be applied with his surcingle on. I also like to make him sit with it for a while. So after we're done round pinning, I'll praise him, love on him, and then I'm actually going to leave the round pin, leave him just sit in there and think with it for a little while. Because the longer it's on him, the less he's going to care about it. I really appreciate all of you guys watching, like always, and please tune in for more. Don't forget, every time your horse does what you want them to do, no matter how much time and patience it takes, love on your horse and praise them as much as you can. Thank you. See you later.